My top tip for getting great impact from employee advocacy is really to speak to salespeople and really to see what leads and prospects they've been able to build through connecting through people on social media.
The kind of vanity metrics that people typically look at when it comes to how effective social media is don't necessarily sell advocacy programs to the sort of higher ups and the people that sit at the top of the food chain. Really what they want to see is sales. What they want to see are results. They want to see business leads. And so therefore, my top tip when it comes to social advocacy is make sure that the social advocacy tools that you're using are able to integrate with your marketing systems so that you can get an end-to-end view of exactly how many leads are being generated through the advocacy activity and the value of those leads to the company. Because if you can show that, then that is 99% of the battle won.
I think measurement's all very well, providing you know what your end game is, and that's the process that we're currently going through at Zurich to understand what we want from employee advocacy. And once we know what we want and how it marries with the business objectives, then we can work backwards and measure it appropriately. So it's really obviously important that we measure it and we track it and we can see the value of it and demonstrate the value of social in a business environment, and that's what it's all about.
Think about what's your ultimate goal, what is it you're trying to achieve, and then almost work backwards. I would say don't try and boil the ocean, which means if you want to do a pilot to kind of prove the business case, that's probably a good way of starting. I would make it structured so that people are understanding what it is that you're trying to achieve. And I would make it very accessible, because I think still social as a whole can be quite scary for a lot of people within the business that are kind of outside of marketing. I think it's normally associated with marketing, but it's a much, much bigger toolkit for a lot of other people, a lot of other departments. And I think that there's a real appetite for it, but a lot of people just simply don't know where to start. So I think if you understand your final objective and kind of work backwards from that, and then using somebody like Tribal Impact to help you structure how you want to approach social advocacy, then I think that's putting you on the right path.